Gennady Golovkin and Andre Ward are going back and forth on Twitter. Quality control in 3, 2.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex alive is 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Quality control, ladies and gentlemen. This is quality control. You see, if we're not here to bring people up to speed, they're going to run with a narrative. And I'm talking to the people that weren't there, or if you were there, you was not paying attention. All you know is that you have unconditional love for guys like Gennady Golovkin. We were here. And I stand firm when I say a lot of these guys, these European guys, they don't need my help in promoting them. Can they fight? Yes. But when they come over here, they get a little extra hot sauce. I don't need to promote Gennady Golovkin. I don't need to talk about Vasily Lomachenko or Tyson Fury. Why? They come over here and they exist on privilege. And y'all know what I'm talking about. But don't worry. I'm here. So now, this is brought to my attention. Andre Ward, today's his birthday. Happy birthday to the champ. Somebody asked him on Twitter, is there any fight you wanted that didn't happen before you retired? He says Froch, rematch in the UK. Golovkin, he turned it down in less than 5 minutes. And AJ, but he retired. He said, but I retired. Y'all remember when him and AJ was mentioning the same sentence, and we was like, oh, what? But they saw something that they could exploit in AJ. And looking back now, I don't doubt it. But whatever. We're talking about good old Triple G. Right? Good old Triple G. This is a guy they put in the same league as Marvin Hagler. Right? This guy. These guys don't need our help. They can do it themselves. He comes to this soil, gets celebrated, put in the same league as Marvin Hagler, gets an Apple deal. He didn't do a fraction of what Marvin Hagler accomplished in his career. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So Triple G responds. Andre, stop lying to the fans. Your team made an offer after I announced the Lemieux fight and sold out Madison Square Garden. So immediately he starts talking about sales. You are still angry. Now, listen to the language. You're still angry since that you never sold tickets like me. Here we go. Remember when I just said these fighters that they brung from across the pond don't need my help. I don't have to talk about them. They got the machine of old media to beat the less knowledgeable fans in the head. Look what he says. HBO knew you used the offer offer for publicity to move to 175. Happy birthday. So they're saying that he used Triple G's name when he made the move to 175. He mentioned David Lemieux. Right? He fought David Lemieux in 2015, by the way. 2015. Andre responds. He says, Lil G, remember we was calling him Lil G? So he called him out. Lil G, come on, man, stop it. I have receipts. Stop playing. I love receipts. You're going to see why in a second. I love receipts. Gennady Golovkin, quite the comedian nowadays. My English is getting better and your memory is getting worse. Okay, Triple G. So David Lemieux, 2015. By the way, HBO is a sunken ship. You know, the Gennady Golovkins of the world. The Vasily Lomachenko. You want to talk about sales? Okay, did Vasily Lomachenko save HBO? No, it did not. Did Gennady Golovkin, who's an HBO fighter, did he save HBO? No, he did not. You talk about 15, David Lemieux. That's when that fight happened. But that wasn't the first time you and Andre was mentioned in the same sentence. Because this was 2014 when they asked you about him.
Gennady, what do you say to Andre Ward that says that you're ducking him?
No, Andre Ward is too much for me. Not today. Andre and this Andre. It's me. It's me.
Andre is too much for me, not today. That was 2014. That was 2014. That was before David Lemieux. Oh, man, y'all names was being mentioned in the same sentence. How I remember was you wanted to come up to 168, not for Andre Ward, but for Chavez Jr. You tried to do it twice. In two separate occasions, he told you, you're not coming here and not fighting me. You're the best at 160, right? Since, remember when Canelo ducked you? Let's not go there. But in between that, remember, just give me my belt. And he gave it to you. Then you was flirting with 168, and Andre said, you coming to see me. And you know what the fans did for you, Triple G? Lil G, you know what they did for you? Why is Andre Ward bullying the little guy? Lil G, yeah, Lil G, say his name, Lil G. Why don't he move up and fight Kovalev? And he did that, and y'all tell me what happened. It could take him for 2 seconds. He fought him twice, and he beat him twice. Beat him on the cards the first time. Y'all said it was controversy. Knocked him out the second time. Now what? See, there, I explained it. Gennady, what are you talking about, man? Right is right and wrong is wrong. And this is what I'm talking about. You guys refuse to believe it. Lomachenko does not need my help promoting him. Gennady Golovkin never need my help promoting him. This guy brought up HBO sales in reference to Andre Ward, the Olympic athlete, the American fighter. And Gennady Golovkin comes over here and he's allowed to talk about how he outsold the American undefeated athlete. Are y'all seeing this? Are y'all reading this? I'll put it up for you to read it again. Where's that? Right there. You said Andre Ward is too much for me back in 2014. Now you bring up 2015 when you fought David Lemieux. And now you want to talk about how you sold out MSG. And how he's mad because you ain't selling no tickets. Like, no, that ain't got nothing to do with it. It wasn't a ploy. You said you was coming to 168. I remember. You wanted to come to 168 to fight Chavez Jr., who didn't have a weight class of his own because he can't stop eating. You tried to do it twice, if I'm not mistaken, but I know you tried to do it. And Andre said, no, you're not coming to 168 and not seeing me. You're going to see me. Y'all names was being spoken together since 2014, probably before that. But I just played you the audio. Look, you want to hear it again? This your voice.
Gennady, what do you say to Andre Ward that says that you're ducking him?
No, Andre Ward is too much for me. Not today. Andre and this Andre. It's me. It's me.
Andre is Andre, and me is me. So I'm glad your English got a lot better. Hell yeah. Hoorah. You didn't want to fight him. That's why he went to 175. By popular demand. Because people kept saying, stop bullying little G. You're so eager to fight the little guy. Why don't you move up to 175? He said, okay. And he whooped Kovalev's ass. Beat his ass. Another guy that didn't need my help promoting. Vladimir Klitschko, Vitaly Klitschko, Sergey Kovalev, Gennady Golovkin. They were even running around HBO calling Vitaly Klitschko Victory. Vitaly Klitschko. Vitaly Klitschko. I was like, why are they saying it like that, man? We're fucking American. Vitaly Klitschko. Vitaly Klitschko. Vitaly Klitschko. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I was waiting for them just to do a whole goddamn broadcast in German or something with fake British accents. I was waiting for that. I said, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And before it happened, they were done. Because you didn't get behind guys like Andre Ward. Because you pissed off Floyd Mayweather. You just couldn't contain your racism. Could you, Larry? How do you chase the face of boxing at that time out of your goddamn network? That was your fault. I don't know who's stupider, Bob Arum or HBO. You let them tell it. Lomachenko's the best thing since Ali and Sugar Ray. He ain't say Jerry Cooney, and no disrespect to the gentleman, but y'all know what I'm saying. The gentleman, Jerry Cooney. He didn't say he was, I don't know, Rocky Marciano. They purposely compared him to black fighters. Wonder why. Gennady Golovkin's comparable to who? Marvin Hagler. Do y'all see the fucking pattern here? All these Europeans came here and they were supposed to carry HBO? No. Didn't do it. Failed. What y'all talking about? So I'm reading this old article. I just pulled something up. And this was when Andre was about to fight KK Kovalev. And the person who's writing it says, what does he say? So the phony, he called it a phony war between his camp for another Eastern Bloc pound-for-pound star, Gennady Golovkin, continues to rumble on. The latest round of the back-and-forth battle by media occurred when Triple G's trainer, Abel Sanchez, remember him? Hey, guys, remember Abel Sanchez? Mr. Black Fighters Don't Sell? Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather was active as a motherfucker. What you talking about? Black Fighters Don't Sell. Some people bought that. Recently stated that his star pupil would defeat not only Ward, but 175 champions Kovalev and Adonis Stevenson. See, I told y'all, Gennady Golovkin, I remember him saying that he would go to 154 for Floyd Mayweather. And him and Abel Sanchez said that they will go all the way up to 175. So between 154 and 175, they said he beats everybody. And if I can't find Gennady saying it himself, he didn't stop Abel from saying that. It says it right here. I know I wasn't bugging. Sanchez poured more fuel on the fire again by questioning the validity of an offer from Ward's camp for a proposed Golovkin versus Ward showdown made in the summer of 2015. Depending on which side of the keyboard you sit, this offer was either a transparent attempt by Ward's team to generate publicity off the back of Golovkin's rising popularity, or irrefutable evidence that Triple G's team, knowing the American posed too much of a risk for their star asset, ducked the man some call son of God. So who should we believe? Did Triple G duck, or did Ward pump fake? Now, based off of what we know about Andre Ward, do you think that he ducked Andre Ward? You think this was a publicity stunt? Based off what we know, the man's retired. But based off of what we know, the quality of man he is. Now, mind you, I've had some beef with him for other reasons. But I'm talking about Andre Ward as a fighter. Do you think that was a pump fake for publicity? If you say yes, there's something wrong with you. Now, do you believe Triple G? Better yet, that was Abel Sanchez doing all the talking, right? And Triple G never told him to stop. I'm sorry, he didn't tell him to stop. He stopped him. Abel Sanchez, Black Fighters Don't Sell. Lie. He's trying to piggyback off of Triple G's rising popularity. Nonsense. But he finally told Abel to shut up. How did he do it, ladies and gentlemen? He fired his ass. Had Abel talking about, hey, man, he was like a son to me. I'm sure Gennady Golovkin and his identical twin brother, because you know he has a twin, They know who their goddamn father is. And it ain't you. And he showed you what was good. Time reveals all truth, ladies and gentlemen. Never forget.
Gennady, what do you say to Andre Ward that says that you're ducking him?
No, Andre Ward is too much for me. Not today. Andre and this Andre. It's me. It's me.
He ducked him. He fought David Lemieux. And he let the audience take care of the rest. Don't bully Triple G. But move up and fight. Don't have Triple G move up to 168, but you move up to 175 and fight the Crusher. And that was when Kovalev was knocking over trees. Adonis Stevens was ducking him. He beat up B-Hop in 12 rounds. He was on top of the world, was he not? And Andre Ward said, you know what, I got you. Little G don't want no smoke, I got you. I'm going to go ahead and beat up the bigger guy. And he did. I'm not going to let y'all come in here and talk this nonsense. We were all here. Get out of here. We're quality control. Bronx on deck. Move!